Welcome to your mat. This is Carolyn Bell Yoga. This class is about expressing gratitude. Sometimes our heart space is closed off and we can't even get a nice deep breath. So today we're going to spend some time breathing. We're going to let go and find stillness in the body. And we're going to create space in our hearts for love and thankfulness and gratitude. So we're starting out today at the end of our mat in child's pose. Dropping down, reaching forward, and taking some time to breathe. Sometimes it's necessary to open our knees apart a little wider so that the belly can drop through and we can take those nice deep breaths into the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Encourage yourself to take long, deep breaths to expand the lungs and to breathe. I want to ask you the question, what brought you to your mat today? Inhale and exhale. Notice the breath moving into the lower back. Notice the breath opening the lungs, the body, and beginning to nudge some of the tension that you're carrying today. Inhale and exhale. Moving the breath into the upper chest, the lower chest, the upper back, the lower back. What do you need to let go of? And then sliding the hands back to the knees, we'll bring the knees closer together and tuck the toes. Sitting up, just place your hands on your thighs. Spread those toes apart. Sit back. This is not about pain, so we're just doing a stretching and opening of the feet. Rise up again, and then sit back. Inhale and exhale, stretching those toes. And then rising onto the knees, flatten the feet. We're going to extend the right leg out to the side. Inhale the left arm up and over for gate pose. Inhale and exhale, breathing and opening. Breathing into this open rib cage. Reaching those fingertips over. Expanding the whole side body. Release the arm down and bend the knee. Place the hands on the waist. We're going to do just little circles here. Now, if you are feeling like the mat or the floor is not cushioned enough, go ahead and just Fold over your mat so that you get more cushion underneath that kneecap. And then you can bend and rotate, going deeper into the hip area. I'd like to encourage you not to ever put your knee beyond your toes. So just circle around for a moment. Change directions, circle around, and we're getting into the hip, getting some space there. And then lifting the arms up. Now you're in a modified warrior two. Open the arms. Look at your right fingertips and beyond. Spread those shoulders. Do you feel yourself opening up? Creating space inside the body. Right elbow to the knee, left arm goes over the head, reaching. You might be able to turn the head and look inside the arm up toward the sky. Inhale and exhale, listen to yourself breathe. And we're going to reverse the warrior pose, the modified warrior pose. So right arm reaches up and over. Left hand is on the hip. I like to make a fist. It gives with the left hand and place it at the side of the waist or the hip. Inhale and exhale. Opening this whole side of the rib cage. Creating space in the body. Moving the breath there. Then release the arm down. Bring the knee in. I'm going to press back to child's pose briefly. Bow forward. Breathe into the lower back. Notice the body as it releases tension. You may notice a spasming in the muscles or the back, and then let go with the out breath. Sliding the hands back, sitting up. We rise to our knees and open the left leg out. The left leg is straight for gate pose. Right arm up and over, reaching. Now breathing into the open right side of the body. Either look to the side or place your eye gaze up to the sky, the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Reaching those fingertips even a little more beyond what you think you can do. Inhale and exhale, bring the hands to the waist, bend the left knee. We're going to circle around in the hips a little bit. Now be cautious, remember you can layer the mat to protect the knee. You could use a blanket or a towel. So we're circling around, creating space in the hips. And now change directions. Circle around again. Circle around again. Remember to add the breath with the movement. Always breathing. And come back to center. Now open the arms out to modified warrior two, looking at the left fingertips and beyond. Drop those shoulders down and spread them apart. Inhale and exhale, breathing. Right hand makes a fist, place it on the waist or the upper hip, and then the left arm goes overhead, extended side angle. I'm sorry, reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale. And now extended side angle. Elbow to the knee, right arm goes up and over, reaching. Feel the opening in the whole side body. Inhale and exhale. Reaching those fingertips to the side. Breathing, opening the body. Keeping a soft face and neck. And then bringing the arm back down, bring the knee in and rest in child's pose. Reaching forward, take your time. If you like the opening of your knees, and allowing the belly to fall through, try that. Inhale and exhale, find length in the spine. Now spread the fingers. Pointer fingers are straight forward, tucking the toes, lifting up to Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Take some time here to open up, allowing the breath to move through the front of the body, the back of the body, into the hips, into the legs, into the feet, and the other direction, into the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Modification for downward facing dog, bend the knees. Our eye gaze is on our toes, or preferably to the navel. Taking those long, deep breaths, stay in alignment. Inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, strong breath. Breath moving in, breath moving out. One more breath. Inhale forward to our plank pose. Strong plank. Pull the belly in. Lift the belly in and up towards the heart space. Careful not to let the hips get too high, but keeping a strong core. 3 more breaths. Lift those heels up so the energy is moving forward. Inhale and exhale. Push that floor away. And now dropping the knees down, bending the elbows. We drop the chest in between the arms. Draw the shoulder heads down towards the lower back. Lift halfway up, keeping the elbows in towards the sides. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Release back down. Upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, rise. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up, and then the legs follow. Downward facing dog. Let's try that again, going just a little faster. So from downward facing dog, inhale, forward plank pose. Another modified version of it, drop the knees, then the chest, upward facing our cobra. Let's stop at Bhujangasana first. And then upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now advancing this if you want. Inhale, forward plank. The heels are up. The energy's forward. Bending the elbows, they go straight back to the halfway point is chaturanga, and then upward facing dog all the way. Rest back into child's pose. Bring the arms back, rest the arms. We bow and breathe, always listening to the body. Arms come forward, downward facing dog, lifting the hips. Inhale, forward plank. This time, we're walking the hands forward and then dropping the forearms down. You probably need to walk them further away from the body than you think you do, so that you can drop down to the forearm plank. Inhale and exhale. Keep a strong core. Keep those heels up so that the shoulders are over the elbows. Be aware of the hips, the tailbone. You don't want to have it too high. You want to keep it in alignment with the shoulders. And then lower the body down into Sphinx. Hold for 5 breaths. We're not totally resting here. You're pushing into the forearms. You're opening the chest, the heart space, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Slide the hands back. We're going to press back to child for a moment. Let the lower back release. And ask yourself, what is keeping me from opening my body today? What tensions am I carrying? What do I need to release? What do I need to leave on my mat today? What do I need to let go of? Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Pressing back. Inhale forward to plank. Find that chaturanga again. upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Long, deep breaths. One more long, deep breath. Inhale, forward plank. Walk the hands forward. Drop down to the forearm plank. Inhale and exhale, spreading those shoulders strongly, keeping the belly in and up towards the heart space with energy. The tailbone stabilizes the spine. And then drop the pelvis down and look forward for Sphinx. Sliding the hands back. We'll try to push up to plank, so tuck the toes under. You could push up to the knees, or you could lift the knees up. Elbows are squeezing into the sides. Push and lift that belly up off the floor, then find downward facing dog. Stepping right foot forward, drop the back knee, low lunge, hands to the waist. And then reach the arms up to the sky. The chin is tucked. We're stabilizing our bodies, feeling grounded in the feet, the legs, the energy in the body. And then from the heart space, we open our heart, expand through the arms and the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. Drop the back knee, hands to the waist. Find your balance, arms up. Breathing, expanding, opening. Stabilizing in the legs, the pelvis. And let the energy come up through the body, from the base of the spine, opening into the arms and the fingertips. Keeping your chin tucked will help balance and stabilize the body. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Long, deep breath. Walking to the front of the mat, or you could bend the knees and float forward, landing quietly at the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Expanding, opening the heart, but keeping strong in the belly, supporting the lower back. Fold again. Open the arms and rise all the way to the top. Hands in heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. We're moving into the sun salutation part of our practice. I would like you to choose some words of gratitude for each sun salutation. So pause for a moment and offer gratitude before we begin. We're doing Surya Namaskar B. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, angle the back foot. Bending this right knee, arms come up to the sky. Going over modifications for just a moment. Placing the hands on the waist, checking the hips. Perhaps you need to separate the feet. Perhaps you need to turn the toes forward so both toes are going forward. Inhale the arms back up. Find breath in your warrior one position. Keep a soft eye gaze. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank pose. Lower to the mat, upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Welcome the breath into the body. Stepping forward with the left foot, angle the back foot, modify as needed. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the arms down, step forward with the back foot and fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Find chair pose. Utkatasana. Hands at heart center. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Doing chair pose first. So arms up and then sitting in chair. Option, hands at heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, angle the back foot. Warrior one. Inhale and exhale, planting the hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, angle the back foot, arms up. Inhale and exhale, plant the hands down, step forward with the back foot and fold. Inhale, lift the heart, exhale, fold, chair pose. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up, chair pose. Option, hands at heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, angle the back foot, arms up. Bringing the hands down, step back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, Left foot forward, angle the back foot, arms up. Bringing the arms down, step forward and fold to Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, lift the heart. Fold again. Utkatasana, chair pose. Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, inhale, exhale, chair pose. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, angle the back foot, arms up. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Hands to the mat, to plank pose, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Left foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms come down, step forward with the back foot, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, lift the chest. Fold, Utkatasana, hands at heart center, arms up, option. Tadasana, standing. Standing on the right leg, the left foot touches back. Right arm up, left hand on the left leg, and now we're tilting forward, finding that standing balance. Choose an eye gaze for your eyes, looking down the tip of the nose to the spot on the floor. Tilt back to center and release, standing. Other side, stepping back with the right foot, left arm up, right hand is going on the right leg. Inhale and exhale, tilting forward. It doesn't have to be very much. I want you to keep a straight line from your fingertips down into your body, out the back leg and foot. Touch down and stand. We're doing dancer pose next. So step back with the left foot, bend the knee, and option reach inside or outside the foot. I prefer inside, but it's up to you. Right arm up. This might be enough balance right here for a beginner. If you want to go deeper into the pose, then lean forward, lift that back knee, kick the foot away from the hand, hold strongly. The eye gaze, the drishti, is so important to helping you balance. Lengthen the body. Release and stand. Maybe shake this right leg out, letting go of any tension. Breathe. Stand again. Right foot touches back, left arm up. Bend the knee. You have the option, you could do that first pose again. It's a beginner dancer pose. If not, try the full out dancer. Finding that eye gaze, keeping your breath. Release to standing Tadasana. One more standing pose. Breathe. Let go of the tension. Step your left foot forward and then bend both knees. This left knee turns out. The left arm goes up, the right goes down, reaching for the foot. This is a dancer variation. There's a bend in the standing knee as well. Find your eye gaze and breathe. One more breath. And Tadasana. Before we do the other side, let's shake out some of the tension that we might be feeling. Maybe lift your shoulders up and down. Wiggle a little bit. And find the other side. So the right knee bends, turn the knee out. Put a bend in the standing knee. The right arm is up, the left down. And you have a dancer variation. Eye gaze and breathe. And release, standing. Roll the shoulders up, back and around. Nice big breaths. Bring them forward, shoulders forward. Maybe twist side to side, letting the arms just move around. Shake the right leg out. Shake the left leg out. And then stepping on the feet, let's find our Utkatasana again. Option, hands at heart center or arms high. Now, goalpost arms, bending the elbows. Inhale and exhale, we're going to turn towards the right. The twist is in the spine. So keep a straight spine as you twist. Hold the core strongly. Turn back. Inhale and exhale, twist to the left. Hold that strong core. Turn back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Find your breath, practice again. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bring the knee to the chest, nose to knee. Step forward, angle the back foot. Warrior 2. Open the arms out. This is Virabhadrasana 2. Look to the side. Now, a couple of arm choices. You can hold the opposite elbows behind the back, or you could try a prayer up the back. I like to cross the thumbs. It secures the hand mudra in. And now turning towards the front, we're going to straighten the front leg. So you may need to pull it closer to the body when you do that. Inhale and exhale. And then begin to bow forward. Parsvattanasana, pyramid pose. Breath still comes. Lengthen that spine. On the exhale, it takes you deeper into the pose. Strong core strength. Lengthening the upper body over lower body. Now release the hands. Stepping back, downward facing dog, plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Then the knees float forward. Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, Uttanasana, Tadasana, arms come up, hands in heart center, mountain pose. Welcome the breath into the body. Welcome a sense of gratitude for being able to move the body and breathe this morning. Utkatasana, chair pose, arms rise. Find that strong core. It's so important in this pose. Now, goalpost arms, opening the arms. Open the chest. Keep that chin tucked. Keep breathing, and we're turning, twisting in the spine toward the left. Keep those knees together. They want to turn too, but we want to keep them facing forward. Turn back and to the right. Turn back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Find that straight line of energy through the body. Bring the knee to the chest, step forward, angle the back foot, warrior two. Nice, full, deep breath. Sink deeper into the legs, find strength and balance. Expanding the arms with the energy coming from the heart space. Now look to the side and bring the arms around to the back. You can hold opposite elbow or prayer up the back. Take a couple of breaths here. And then turning forward, standing. So step the back foot in, angle it out. Zip the core up, tuck the chin, and begin to bow forward into your Parsvattanasana, pyramid pose. Try to keep a length in the spine as you bow forward. Inhale and exhale. Dropping deeper and deeper. Reach to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog, and either stay here or take another vinyasa. Resting in child's pose. Find a sense of letting go here. Offer gratitude here. Let go of the tensions as you rest in child's pose. And then return to Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bring the knee to the chest and then drop the knee to the center of the mat. Right hand in front of the knee. We're doing a side plank. Place the left hand on your heart space at first. Feel the strength and balance in the core. And as you have that strong core balance, then open the arm up. If you want to step out into a full side plank, that's optional. Turn towards the mat. You're in plank pose. And then bring the right knee forward, angle it out for pigeon pose. Stay up. As you hold this pose, close your eyes for just a moment and imagine the space that you're creating in the hip, the heart, the mind. Ponder once again, what do you need to change in your life or let go of? Create space in the body with the breath. And then surrender to the pose, dropping down into your full pigeon, sleeping pigeon. Options for this pose would be to turn the knee forward or to place a blanket underneath the hip. You could fold up a blanket and put it underneath the hip. That will help you to stay balanced. Sliding the hands back, we're going to lift the head and chest again. And then bending the back knee, reach back for the foot. Keep the eye gaze forward today. Keep the right hand down, or you could come to the fingertips, or you could lift the arm forward and focus on the palm. Maybe do that yoga mudra, first finger and thumb together. Focus and breathe. An option for this pose would be to use a strap for the foot. Release the hand down, both hands down. Move your blanket to the side. Step back to plank and then take your vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Maybe walk your dog. I'm feeling tension in the right hip, so maybe you are too. So walk your dog. Get some movement, fluidity back in there, and then find Adho Mukha Shavasana. And breathe. Left leg rises. Bring the knee to the chest. Drop the knee to the center of the mat. Left hand in front. Right arm up, and you have the side plank. Place the hand on the heart center. And breathe. And now your option to step out into a full side plank. Turn to the mat. Plank, bring the left knee forward, angle it out and drop it down. And pause at the top of the pose. Add the blanket if you want, underneath your hip. Create space in the heart for the breath. And choose some personal words of gratitude for your life, for this moment, for whatever is on your mind today. Offer them and then surrender. Let go and breathe. Hands slide back, lift the head and chest. This is an option, of course. Reach back, grab the foot, find balance. Bring the left arm forward and find that yoga mudra, first finger and thumb together. Focus on the palm, the fingertips, and beyond. Release. Let's take one more vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, float forward and sit in staff pose. So just float, hop forward, bring the legs forward, sit in staff. This pose is called Dandasana. Tuck the chin in, root the tailbone down, and find the energy in the back of the spine that comes up through the body, out the top of the head. Pulling the belly in and up towards the heart, as well as tucking the chin into the neck, finding the throat lock, the heart lock. Notice the open heart space here. We are creating space in the front of the body and the back of the body. There's balance. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. If you will work your hips back a little bit more, you're able to go deeper into the pose. Option of holding the sides of the heels. I know a lot of my students cannot do that, and if you want to just lean forward, place your hands on the shins and keep a straight spine, this is a nice modification. And then as your body opens, you can go a little lower and a little lower and a little lower until someday you have a deeper forward bend. Now sliding the hands back, we're going to do, I know it as Eastern plank, but it's also known as upward plank pose. So lifting the hips up, lifting the chest, opening the heart space, squeezing the shoulders together, shoulder blades together. Beautiful heart opener. The toes are reaching down towards the floor. Lower the hips down. Find your staff pose again. Inhale the arms up. Forward bend. Slide the hands back, sitting up. We're opening the legs wide. Right arm to the right leg and reach over. You can go place the arm outside the leg. I think that's a little better than inside. A little easier there. Reaching over. Coming up, let's do the other side. So either on the leg or outside the leg. Sitting back up, bring the legs together again. You can help them using your hands. Fish pose. Place the fingers, palms down, fingers underneath the hips. Squeeze the back of the arms together. Option, if you do not want to go down to the mat, you could just lift the heart space up here. If you want to go down, the forearms drop, and then the top of the head drops back. Flex those feet so that the heels come up off the mat, engaging the abdominals. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Then slowly rise. Inhale, lift up the chest and release. I'm going to bend the legs and bow forward. Just a gentle release of the lower back. And now straighten the legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Sliding the hands back on your back, bend the knees, drop back. Tiptoe the heels closer to the hips, reaching for the heels. Lift the hips up, bridge pose. Interlace the fingers underneath the body and see if you can work those shoulders, top of the arms, underneath the body, and lift up to a higher bridge pose. Lift the pelvis up. Push into the feet. Feel the energy of the deeper back bend. This, of course, is an option. Everything in the class is optional. You listen to your body and so that you know what's right for you. Dropping down slowly. Open the arms. Drop 1 vertebrae at a time down to the mat, and then bring the knees to the chest. Lift the nose up to the knees, curling up. Release the feet down, the head down. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then reach to the legs for figure 4. Grab the outside of the right knee. Options, straightening that leg. Left elbow pushing into the inside of the left leg. Everyone bend that knee, right knee. And open the arms as you drop the feet over and the knee over to the right. Turn the head to the left. While you hold this, you have a nice little shoulder stretch. Stack the knees and lift back up. Let's do another bridge pose. Reach for the heels, lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, chin to chest. Open heart. Lower your back down. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and reach through the opening of the legs to the shin. Pull the legs toward you. Option, you could straighten the leg, you could put the right elbow inside the knee. A little deeper position. Bend the knee again, pull it in. Release the arms, open them out, and drop the legs over to the left. Option, you could just stack the knees and do a spinal twist. Everyone stack the knees, bring the knees back up and into the chest. We're opening the body out into our Shavasana. Open arms and legs and find that moment of quiet and surrender. Inhaling and exhaling. We've worked the tension out of our bodies, and now we rest and recover. We become present. We allow our minds to quiet in order to receive. I recommend that you stay in Shavasana for 8 to 10 minutes. When you're ready, you'll roll to your right side and gradually sit up to seated meditation. I hope that this practice today opened your heart space and allowed you to let go of the frustrations you might be feeling today. I hope that it allowed you to express gratitude for your life and for the life of others. Bringing the hands to heart center. The spirit in me sees the spirit in you. We are one and the same. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Still teaching my classes on the internet, and it's hard, and that's what I was doing.